Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Washington Huskies, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Returner decides to fair catch this. Big guys up front line up. It's first down. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
The ball starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires this one deep middle. And is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Who makes the grab? It's a big gain across the field all the way to the 39-yard line.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. A quick throw out left, complete. Touchdown, Huskies. Strong game by this quarterback.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to throw. It's Hawkins. The pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Handoff heading left. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll run it to the right side. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense. The shotgun running play call. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards of pop like that.
On third down, he drops to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
I love that big target on third down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. When you get to third down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Another handoff to him on second and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And 10 Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Heading left after the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown. Fouls.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll feed the back again. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Good job by this Washington offense to be able to execute there and pick up this first down. And this back is starting to really show what he's all about, that combination of speed and power, living up to that lofty standards that Washington running backs have.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They've got him down out near the 40. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's a wide open receiver, complete. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And on the carry, he's heading left. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held just be 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back in cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
They'll try the jet sweep here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
You know, I don't want to get away from a jet sweep. I think it's a good call. This one just didn't work out, so now you're way behind on the sticks.
We go backwards on first down, so it's second and long on the 19. To the air, it's Hawkins. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs, get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Finding some room. No shot to bring him down. Tackle made after a big gain. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
The Volunteers with first and 10 here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. Now they try here for the extra point. And it's good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They're going to run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Here's the handoff. Just trucks through the defender. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They'll run it here. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Makes the snap and takes off on the run. Picks up the 1st down and still going. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The Vols hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. The offense with some pre-snap motion. 1st and goal, handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Point after, not quite through. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Washington offense retakes the field here. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And looking to throw now on first down. It's an out route. The catch made.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. The pocket breaking down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. You know, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Balls.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. You see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball. If this one was an interception, he better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Breaks free. They escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack. One more play before they head to the locker room. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick this deep to begin the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting two defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Incompletion makes it second down. And here's the handoff. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Second down after that previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the marker before being taken down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And I'll tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes a handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground. It's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Decide to accept the penalty and this is the 6th play on the drive. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught quickly. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. We'll hand it off. Looks like Washington will have the first down.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. He's back to throw again on second down. He's got it near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. And the Huskies hustle to the line to run that hurry up. And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. So in playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And this one will be fair caught. The Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And off in a single back formation. Fights through a tackle. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And the Vols pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. The back's got it.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Trying to get the ball to the perimeter on the jet sweep. Nowhere to go in this one. That's the end of 3. The final quarter coming up. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. It's Hawkins. Throws it to the right. But they don't connect. It's incomplete. And it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 10-yard line. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up fourth down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Catch made on the out route. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. This quarterback with a game on the line makes a play to keep this drive alive and keep their hopes alive.
Washington getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And that catch is hauled in. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The Huskies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the as an offensive rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Looking to throw it on first down. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage, so don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
Now it's second down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. An inside div now from the shotgun. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. They'll run it to the left. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
He does his job with a PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. Second down play coming up. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He'll hand it off. Solid run. Tackled with a 45-yard line. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. And the tailback's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Direct snap to the back. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
The Vols will line up on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Can this defense get a stop and send this to overtime? Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. He'll take a deep shot here. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense really clicking here. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the defense will stop the clock with a timeout here. 25 seconds remaining.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10. Important second down play coming up. Ball handed off. Nowhere to run up the middle. Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable to potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. It's good. This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advanced. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.